got himself twisted there, Mike, and he couldn't get himself going in the right direction. Jay Lethal knew it. Uh-oh. Oh, man!
Didn't take care of him as part of that Tower of Doom, but instead, he drives him down to the mat with a hell of a powerbomb.
We gotta see that again.
Here's the replay look. Watch the impact as the back and the head of Suicide come crashing down to the mat. Boy, just his head snapped right up.
I'll tell you, you sit there, and you and I have seen so many of these that doesn't shock us, but I'm watching the faces of people in this crowd, and to see something like that for the first time up live and personal, it's something. Well, like we said, you always will see something in this match you've never seen before.
That's why we call it the ultimate in the high-risk spectacle. Lethal sandwiched in the corner by both guns. Flying forearm by Creed takes the champ down. Attention turned to Sabin. Creed gonna shoot him across and does. Here comes Creed, roll through, kip up. Attempt at the clothesline, but instead he gets German right on the back of his head with the Sabin suplex.
Again, everybody trying to do the damage down low. The key to this is to be unobstructed when you get up to the high wire. It really is. All these guys now just doing whatever they can to take somebody out. Alex Shelley, look at that.
Big frog splash, ended up landing on Suicide. Machismo's got Shelley up. High into the air and then face first down to the mat. But when he turns around, it's Sabin with a tornado DDT.
I'll tell you, that'll take you out of a match like this. But now consequences, Creed.
Pump handle, here's the slam, face first goes Sabin.
He's been impressive. They've all been impressive. I mean, you can't deny it. These guys are putting it on the line. You can see what that X Division title means to them. And to win it in this match is the most important, because it is the holy grail of X Division matches. And to win it in this match, it's bragging rights like you've never had before in this division.
Shelley with the brainbuster on Creed, and now the champ feels like with the 4 challengers down that he has a chance to climb up. You can see that he's still favoring his leg, still favoring his knee, trying to get that blood flowing back into the leg, and that momentary delay enables Machismo to come across and to cut him off.
Alex Shelley, not had the opportunity yet. I mean, we've seen Suicide so close. We've seen Creed. We've seen Sabin. Alex Shelley once got up there, but it's not been his title yet to get. This could be his opportunity as he still holds on, but you always got to deal with somebody else, and then here comes Suicide.
Sabin saved his gun's partner, Shelley, by suplexing Creed across the ring. Now Creed takes down Suicide, and Creed's got Shelley in a position here where he can really do some damage. You heard Shelley calling for Sabin. His gun's partner helps him. Sabin's going to try and powerbomb Creed. At the same time, Shelley's going to go for the sliced bread.
You've got to be kidding. No way. Now that is unreal.
That's made in Detroit by the Motor City Machine Guns. Great double team move by Sabin and Shelley on Creed.
We got to see the sliced bread again. Look at this. That's where your partner comes into play. And again, we mentioned it. And one thing about it, the guns have worked together better than anybody in this matchup. I think we saw a situation where Lethal Consequences were in a tough spot. I think the guns are more willing to let the other one do something and help them out just to keep that belt within their little private family.
Suicide fights off the cradle shock from Sabin. Takes him down, and as Shelley's going up on the near side right in front of us here, Suicide stops him, drops him down across the top rope. Suicide's got Shelley, shoots him directly into the corner. Comes right at him, but Shelley outquicks him. Sidesteps Suicide, and here goes Shelley. Alex Shelley, the X Division champion, making his way up the truss, but Suicide's right there with him.
Well, this is now a situation. If one of these two can get the other one to go down, fall hard, you might have an opportunity. But I just realized Consequences. Creed's right there in the middle of that ring. It really is so hard to get the victory in a match like this, especially with everybody trying to stop you at all times. And when you get up high and you take a fall from there, you don't know how long you're going to be out, because I mean, you're literally knocked senseless sometimes.
Look at this. You talk about high risk.
Oh, man.
Suicide hanging on for his life, and you can see that he's got his leg hooked in the truss. That's the only thing that's keeping him from what would be a long fall back and head first down to the concrete. Creed now has Shelley up on his shoulders and takes him down.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a great move for Creed, but the bottom line is it's going to give Suicide a chance to get himself out of that truss, although he seems jammed in there pretty good, trying to figure out a way to get out, and by doing that, you now got Lethal up top.
Lethal and Consequences Creed both look clear, but Sabin on the other side is cutting down the space as well.
Oh, now you've got a situation if you can find a way to stay up there and hold on. And
Wait a
look
minute.
at this.
Watch Suicide.
Suicide.
Watch Suicide. Look out.
This is crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new TNA X Division Champion, Suicide!
My God, that was spectacular. Suicide with a suicide-like leap from the corner. 3 men crash to the canvas, and Suicide hangs on and becomes the X Division Champion. I can't wait to look at this replay package.
You know, you're not even figuring he's a part of it because you think he's stuck. And then you look up, and out of nowhere, there he is, knocking the other 3 down. And you talk about precision, you got to give it to him. The guy landed perfectly on that belt, held on, pulled it off. And
I can look at this replay from every angle that you guys have in the truck.
It's like
it gets better each time I see it.
Dropped out of nowhere.
It gets more jaw-dropping each time I see it. And you know what? Suicide deserves to be X Division Champion. What an accomplishment in his first Ultimate X.
well, you got to give him props. I mean, he was so comfortable up in the air. It was obvious. I mean, that move there, absolutely desperation and unbelievable.
Crowd response, so positive for Suicide, but hats off to everybody involved in Ultimate X, to JB with the World Champion Sting,